Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the West Ham world. I left it a little bit extra there because I've been seeing my last few lives. Whenever it starts, it always starts like I'm halfway through a sentence. So I think, do I leave it 5 seconds? Do I leave it 10 seconds? So today I've left it, well, this one, second video of today, I've left it 10 seconds. Okay, so since I did the last video this morning, there's been some more news. I don't know whether bids have been accepted or anything like that, but it sounds like two players that we were talking about this morning are going to be going, and that's a good thing. It's two players that we can get rid of, and one of them, the price is a great price, a price that I didn't think we would get anywhere near. Glenn says, good afternoon, Hughes. Hope it's some good news about West Ham. It certainly is, mate. If it means we're going to buy players. So the first one I'll start with is Andy Irvine. We sort of knew he was going to be going. Sources on the West Ham side of things are saying that it could be around 3.5 million. And it looks like he'll be going back to Scotland. I don't know what club that is. Is it Celtic? Is it Rangers? Is it Aberdeen? Is it any one of the others? I don't know. I don't know. And McAllister says the delay at the start was perfect. Thank you. Now I know. 10 seconds. I'll wait 10 seconds now to start. Listen, I don't mind Irvine, no. I think he's been a model professional. He's not gone yet, but I think he will go. 3.5 million is okay. You know, I don't imagine he was on massive wages. He doesn't look like he was really part of the plans. He was very much if no one else was there, he'd be in there. Be realistic. Who would he play in front of? He wouldn't play in front of Paquetá. He wouldn't play in front of Potts. And whilst James Ward-Prowse and Potter are here, he won't play in front of James Ward-Prowse. He won't play in front of Soucek. If Fernandez or any one of these names we're linked with, El Canous, Elliott come in, he won't play in front of them either. So 3.5 million gets him off our books and frees up another squad place, really. Is that, like I say, is that going to be Fernandez or whatever? Who knows? Now, the more important one, and the one that I'm really surprised at the price of him, purely because of his age, the amount of money he's on, is Guido Rodriguez. We know we've been wanting to get rid of him. He's too slow. Not the player he was. You know, this man has won the World Cup and was at one point heavily linked to Barcelona under Xavi to come in and play in their midfield. He's heavily linked now to a move to Saudi. I don't know what club. The thumbnail I just put Al Nazir because that's the only club I know, and Al Hilal. They're the only two clubs I know in Saudi. Al Nazir, obviously Ronaldo's club. I don't think it is Ronaldo's club. I don't know any other Saudi clubs. Price is the one that surprised me. I thought we'd be giving him away for free, taking a massive loss on him, or you know, maybe 1-2 mils. Sounds like we're going to get around 6.5 million for him, which is brilliant. You know, that's probably, you know, 5 or 6 million more than we expected, and probably half makes up the little bit more that we should have got for Kudus. You know, Kudus, we probably should have been aiming around that sort of 61, 62 mark. You know, that other players in that position who have been linked with moves away, you know, have gone for. So if it is the case, and this is true, it's good news. It's good news. That's, you know, another potentially 9 to 10, well, 3.5, 6.5, 10 million in the kitty. You know, we have 30 because we bid 30 for Fernandez, and obviously there's still some of that Kudus money there. There's still some money that was potentially there before the window started. I know we bought Tobido, but that would have been surely counted for. So maybe we've got that extra 10 now, if it happens, to go and buy Fernandez for like 40 million or someone else. Since the video this morning as well, where I was pushing the Douglas Luiz agenda, because I really wanted him, he apparently now is heavily linked to Nottingham Forest. Which again, you know, sad times. I wanted him. He's also apparently looking at Everton again now because where Grealish has come in, he's seen it and gone, actually they're trying to do something over there. So yeah, that looks like another one that we potentially might miss out on now, Douglas Luiz. It's a big shame. What was that comment there? A bit of good news. Just get rid of James Wander's pointless JWP. Yeah, if we could get rid of one more, I think he would be the one now, wouldn't he? Is there anyone else that you would really consider getting rid of now? Under the 3 in the back system, we have to have Mavropanos there, and I think he's been one of our better defenders this season. You have to have Good, you have to have Kilman, you have to have Torpedo, because there ain't much else there. We've got 2 wing backs in both positions now, or someone who can cover there. You know, Skulls, Juve, Wan-Bissaka, Walker-Peters. That looks pretty solid now. Up front, you've got Fulkrug, Callum Marshall-Bowen, and Callum Wilson. I would like one more, ideally there. That's a position I would like. You know, got Somerville to come back. Midfield, you've got Paquetá, you've got, at the moment, Soucek, Ward-Prowse. And if Alvarez goes as well, again, our midfield is not looking weak or short of, you know, bodies. You've got Alford, you've got Potts, like I say, you've got Soucek, you've got Ward-Prowse, you've got Paquetá, but we need more. We need more. Like I say, if Alvarez goes, Rodriguez goes, players that I don't think would have started anyway under Potter. Not that I wouldn't have started Alvarez, I would have. So it is leaving us a bit short, and it's all good getting players out, especially for what would look good on the books. I assume if Rodriguez does go for 6.5, I assume that looks really good on the books. Got to get some in now. It's. I keep saying it. I keep repeating myself. I spoke about it this morning. Got to get bodies through that door now. Come on, use the money. Put another bid in. Start it going. El Canus, Fernandez, Elliott, whoever it is, get someone in that is really going to excite the fans and really think, yeah, okay, we are actually being a bit serious this year, rather than you know, just accepting that we're probably going to have a mid-table finish that everyone's predicting. Not even mid-table, it's bottom to middle, isn't it? It's 6th. Everyone's predicting between 13th and 17th for us. You know, that's West Ham better than that. We're better than that. I'm not saying Potter's going to do that, and I'm not saying a midfielder will necessarily completely transform the way we play under Potter. But you know, when have we gone from having ambitions of Conference League to ambitions for finishing in the table and surviving? You know, sad. We signed Guido on a free, so that would be pure profit. Those Saudi contracts can't be turned down. Nah, mate, listen. If you were a footballer, and I wouldn't even care if I was playing for West Ham, you know, the team I love and bleed, my religion. If I've been playing for West Ham for a few years, you know, I got to about 28, 29, and Saudi come over and went, listen, we're giving you generational money, like money to make your great-grandchildren not have to work. You know, 400 or 500 bags a week. You know, and what you can do with that money, you know, just for 2 years or whatever you do there, it's life-changing. It's life-changing for your whole family. You know, again, these people are super rich anyway. You know, they've got loads and loads of money. But I'm talking everyone in your family, your brother, your sister, your mum, your dad, your mother-in-law, your brother-in-law, your kids, your kids' kids are all going to be mortgage-free, have a very, very good life, just for you sacrificing 2 years of your life in Saudi. 100%, mate. I'm gone. If you know. Luke, would you go to Saudi for a job there? Mate, if the money was good and my missus wanted to go as well, that's another thing, fam, is it? Sorry, guys. Got the cool glass from Hard Rock Cafe. Yeah, mate, you know, if someone comes in and goes, oh, we're going to quadruple your money or whatever, you know, all of a sudden you're on bloody, 100 grand a week, or say our equivalent, you're on bloody 150 grand a year or whatever, you're gone, mate. You're gone. If it's just for a couple of years, and most of these Saudi jobs, I know a lot of my colleagues, obviously, I'm a teacher, or PE teacher, I'm not actually a qualified teacher. A lot of them are in Dubai. So, the average sort of starting teacher in this country earns about 30, 35. They go over there, they want about 50 grand tax free, accommodation paid for, so they just save up bundles and bundles and bundles and come back. It makes sense, doesn't it? Cheers, Ralph. Saudi has more freedom than the UK. It's safe, it's clean, totally opposite to UK, and pay lots. Yeah, mate, it's meant to be quite a nice life over there if if you do the right thing and work hard. Take me with you, mate. We need that. Yeah, it would be great. Like my missus is, she's going to be qualified as a nurse in about a year's time, and she was saying about moving to Canada or somewhere like that. Like she really wants to move, So we'll see. But I think as much as I moan about this country, I do love England. It would always be home. It would always be home. Same as where I'm from. I'm from Canning Town. I lived on Cumberland Road, if you guys know that, behind Plaistow Police Station. That will always be home. But I don't want to live there anymore. That will always be home though. Canada is like the UK. Oh, is it really? I think she can move. When I was having a look on the nurse degree, I think can move to Australia and parts of America as well. But again, I'll probably stay in England. I'm looking to move to a different part of Benfleet next year. Put my house up for sale next year, and I'm looking to just get a little slightly bit bigger and move to a slightly bigger place in Benfleet. So yeah, I very much doubt it. Plus, when you've got young kids as well, like my daughter's only 9, she'll be starting secondary school in a couple of years' time. You meet friends, it's really hard to take them away from their friends. It's easy to say, but if someone would have done that to you 9, 10 years old, you wouldn't be wanting to do it. So I'm going off on a right tangent here, having a good chat with you guys, but it's good. Anything else, guys? Like I say, I know I've done 2 videos today, but that news was too good to not come on and do another one. Like if Guido Rodriguez goes for 6.5 million, that's fantastic. That really is fantastic. Like that's a bit of luck. Sullivan's, I don't like the guy at all, but he's got lucky. Lucky. Easy to say for sure. And cheers, Luke. Right, guys. Nice, short and sweet. If anything else comes out, that all of a sudden this money's come in and West Ham start putting bids in, I'll do another one. Don't have plans to. I didn't even have plans to do the one this morning, really, unless apart from when I started reading the news and stuff. But news is coming. News is coming thick and fast. So, till next time, again, check that you've subscribed. Check that you've hit the little thumb to say thank you, Luke, for doing this video. Or even thumbs down if you don't like me. Come on, you irons. If you see me around, see me in Benfleet, come and say hello. Quite a lot of you have. I've met you in Aldi, Lidl's. I've met you outside Savers on Hadley High Street. So if you do see me about, come and say hello. Let's go.